Welcome back to Cosmos Anonymous. I am your favorite girl, Bo Vintage, and today I'm not doing my makeup. Today I'll be straightening my hair because I don't know how to braid, so whenever I can't get my hair braided, I just straighten it so I can wear it under my wigs. I know, horrible, but it is what it is, so let's get it popping. I am here to do Basketball Wives episode 5. So in this episode, it starts with Miss Tammy and Miss Evelyn hanging out together as if it were the old days, and they are literally shopping and bonding and sipping wine, child. Or was it champagne? Either way. So Evelyn is talking to Tammy about her IVF treatments and about blueberries and stuff. And she's basically saying how she has to be extremely healthy and stuff and what she's not allowed to eat and what she can eat. But I found it peculiar because she was literally holding the champagne glass as she's telling Tammy this. So I was just watching to see. I was side-eyeing a bit because I wasn't sure if she was going to drink it or not. And so while she's talking about her miscarriages, Tammy is like, see, that's the other thing too, because I went through a miscarriage and somebody was like to me, oh, I heard that Evelyn just had a miscarriage as well, and she's like how she felt bad because she couldn't call her to talk to her so that they could go through it together, you know? And so they are basically just bonding over the fact that they both had miscarriages, and yeah. So they actually sit down in the store, and Evelyn calls Shawnee and puts the phone on speaker, and she's basically like to Shawnee, guess who I'm with? And so Shawnee goes, who? And then Tammy's like, hey, Shawnee. And Shawnee's like, Tammy Roman. And so she was just surprised that they were together. And I don't know, the way that Evelyn and Tammy kind of are linked up right now just makes it seem like it was even more of a script. Because I think in my last episode I said that I feel as though they made up before the show and they just played it out for the show. Shawnee is most definitely shook that these two are hanging out together, but she is super happy at the same time, obviously, because she's been trying to get these two to put their differences aside since episode 1. Shawnee starts to tell them about her little meeting with Miss Jackie, and she tells them that Jackie came to lunch with her in just a bra and panties with a trench coat over it. And I actually didn't realize that in the episode before, but now it made sense to me why Shawnee told Jackie to wear some more clothes, because the last time we saw Jackie, she wasn't wearing anything. She wasn't wearing actual clothes under the trench coat. Like, who goes to a restaurant like that? That's how you pop up at your man's door. That is not how you go to a restaurant, an establishment, to eat. And this is how we know Jackie needs to be medicated, y'all, because who the hell does that? And if any one of y'all comment and say that you have done that, I am blocking you. So Shawnee tells them that Jackie is indeed pressed about their little reunion, and she's disappointed, pissed off, and hurt that they excluded her from that situation. And so they are basically saying like it had nothing to do with her. They don't understand why she would be feeling some type of way, but it's Jackie. Tammy says right now she has absolutely no interest in Jackie. She doesn't want Jackie around her. Like, she's not here for Jackie in the least. And I need a comb. So yeah, Tammy doesn't want anything to do with Jackie right now. She's just not feeling her. And Shawnee says that there has to be another Ponderosa for them to link up and talk shit out. I think the girls agreed. At this point, they don't really have a choice but to agree. Like, so they agreed, and the conversation ends and the scene ends as well. So in this next scene, it's Kristen and her sister Asia. Asia is the oldest sister, and her other sister, I think her name is Melissa. They all have different moms, but they all share a dad. Asia said she has 2 children with Damon Wayans Jr., who was her high school sweetheart, but they are no longer together. Definitely was not expecting that. I don't know why. I was like, Damon Wayans, girl, that ain't no Basketball Wives shit. And so she continued to speak, and I have tea to spill for you guys. If you don't follow me on Twitter, if you didn't watch this episode, then you're about to get the shock of your life, honey. Her first 2 children were with Damon Wayans, but then she also has a toddler, and that her toddler is by a well-known NBA player. When she said this, I was like, why is she keeping it a secret who a baby daddy is? So I went to Googling, child. I went on a Googling spree, and I found out that the reason that she didn't say who her baby daddy was because her baby daddy is Mr. Dwayne. Where did my last go? Mr. Dwayne Wade. Remember when Dwayne Wade cheated on Gabrielle Union and Gabrielle Union basically said it was her fault? She took, like, I'm not even gonna get into that because that was the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life. But it is that baby. That baby is Asia's baby, okay? So Asia and Dwayne Wade have a baby. To me, it was silly that she bothered to not say his name. Maybe she's not allowed to or something, but like, I thought it was silly because at the end of the day, all I had to do was Google to find out who her baby daddy was. It was not hard to find, and I'm sure multiple people are going to do this. Of course, the streets already are talking, so people probably already knew that, but I didn't know, and now y'all know, and y'all probably didn't know either because we don't know these bitches. Like, we don't know who these girls are. They just come up out of nowhere, and so, yeah. Her baby daddy is Dwayne Wade. And I was like, my mouth was on the floor. I'm like, why would you come on the show? Really? You want to come on the show looking like a side piece? Come on now, man. These girls just have no, like, class. Anyway, so her and Kristen meet up, and Kristen is the middle child, and she's definitely suffering from middle child syndrome. I'm the baby of my family, so I didn't have to deal with that middle child BS, but my middle sisters, I think that they do. I think that they do struggle a little bit with that. Apparently, the youngest sister is not talking to Kristen. So Melissa is not talking to Kristen. Melissa is not on the show yet. If she's probably going to be, but she's not on the show as yet. She has an issue with Kristen. Kristen says that a part of the issue is because all of their moms were goo goo gaga over the same man, which would be their dad, and they basically were sharing him, and so now it's kind of reflected onto the relationships between the daughters, which is wrong, but at the same time I totally would understand that. That's why you don't be getting with these trifling ass men that be having babies everywhere. No, we don't have the time for that. So I don't know if Kristen's dad is sick or whatever, but the sisters went without her to go and visit him, and so she was pressed about that. She was like, that's another thing too, like, you guys keep leaving me out of stuff. And this is why I said she suffers with middle child syndrome, because the middle child's always talking about they feel left out. Yeah, her dad is sick and they didn't tell her, and so she's hurt by it. But I'm just like, why can't you go visit him yourself? Like, why do they have to tell you that they're going? Well, I totally get it, yeah. It doesn't make sense that the two of them went and they didn't tell her, but I don't know. But Asia, the older sister, basically said that she feels as though Kristen is just dramatic, overly dramatic, and she's being extra for no reason. So in the next scene, Kristen and Evelyn go on a hike, and Evelyn says she wants them to get to know each other. I guess the whole miscarriage thing, you know, kind of, oh shit, my hair's tangled, oh no, oh no. So Evelyn starts venting about the whole Jackie-Tammy situation, which is more so a Jackie situation at this point because Tammy and Evelyn already squashed their beef. She says that she's confused, and Chris tries to tell Evelyn that she's, for the little bit of time that she's been around Jackie, or I guess she just knows Jackie better than Evelyn, because Evelyn didn't know Jackie up until right now. So she's just telling her, like, she has seen Jackie, like, lose her shit, get mad, get angry, and it makes sense to Jackie, even though it doesn't make sense to everybody else why she's mad. And that's just how Jackie is. That is because Jackie is a loony bin, and she needs a mental eval. She needs help. Like, it's not even funny. Like, I'm not even trying to be funny when I'm saying Jackie needs to be medicated. I know it comes off funny, but like, she really genuinely needs help. Like, Jackie is a sick person. Evelyn is basically not trying to deal with it because she says she needs positivity for her IVF cycle. She doesn't want any negative energy around her, and I totally get it. even if she wasn't doing IVF right now, child, negative energy is just a no-go at all costs, like all the time. You never want negative energy around you, period. So of course, because Evelyn's bringing up her damn IVF in every damn scene, Chris brings up her miscarriage again, even though she brought it up at the table last episode. And so I was just like, you already told this exact same story, now you're just repeating it for Evelyn. And they had basically a little conversation around that. Evelyn says she can't even imagine losing a baby at 4 months. Evelyn asks Chris if she had support from her sisters during that time, and Chris basically tells her like Asia was there for most of it, but even so, like, there's still something missing. And of course she did not mention Melissa. If she did, they edited that shit all the way out. So in the next scene, it is the second Ponderosa and Jackie arrives first. You guys, this scene, I could not deal. I really could not deal. I was embarrassed as a black woman by Jackie's behavior in this restaurant. I will get into that soon, but yeah. It seemed to be a very classy restaurant. Jackie came in there and the first thing she did was ask the hostess for plastic cups. Girl, what? That is equivalent to drinking your wine with a straw. Your white wine with a straw. Because red wine I could totally understand. You don't want to stain your teeth. But white wine with a straw? Girl, bye. Like, I couldn't believe it. She asked for plastic cups and plastic utensils because she is thinking that these are not grown women and that somebody go pick up something and stab something. She said that Evelyn is known for throwing a bottle or two. These are facts, so I can't even argue with Jackie there, but I just felt she was doing a little bit too much. The lady did take the glasses away. Jackie started moving the utensils around the table like a crazy person. Like, I couldn't even stomach the scene. Like, I really couldn't. I was like, is this lady for real? Jackie said that she was prepared for whatever. Mind you, she's still at the restaurant by herself. She was prepared for whatever, and she had her hair tucked into her jacket because she thinks that they are going to go to war. Like, Jackie really is like Mama D, only like worse, because she makes up stuff in her head that is not going to happen. Like, she's just a weirdo. At this point, I was feeling like if ever they need to meet up with Jackie, they should do it in the comfort of somebody's home, because she should not be in public. She really should not be in public. I can't even explain to you guys how embarrassed I was. If anybody else watched this episode, you would be embarrassed too. But yeah, she said Tammy is known to pick up anything when she's enraged. And so these were her reasonings for doing what she was doing. So Shawnee finally arrives, and then shortly after Shawnee comes, Evelyn and Tammy show up, but they showed up together. This made Jackie quiver, child. She was shaking in her damn boots. The bitch was shook, okay? She was just like, oh my gosh, like, she's like, oh, they came together. Like, she was so mad that Evelyn and Tammy pulled up together. Everyone seems to be in an okay mood except for Jackie. Like, Jackie is in this scene, Jackie is like on 10, you guys. 10, 11, 12, child. She is less on 58. Like, I can't even deal. She was just way past the level she should have been at. So everybody sits down. They greet Jackie, but it's awkward. And then Jackie's like, let's just fight. You guys, when I say I was on the floor, like, I was crying. I'm like, what is going on? Why is she doing this? Why is she doing this right now? So I was just thinking she was too pressed. When she said that, it was an awkward silence, and then Tammy's just started dying, and I started dying because I'm just like, yeah, same, bruh, same. But yeah, Jackie was dead ass serious. She just wanted to fight, and I was just like, nobody even has an attitude right now except for Jackie. So I was trying to figure out why she said, let's just fight. That's 2 against 1, bitch. You finna get your ass beat. Even though Tammy was laughing, Jackie was very serious in this moment because she's crazy. And so she asked Tammy, like, basically saying, what's so funny? Do you want to go first? Like, she was really trying to fight. Yo, this bitch is nuts, man. I can't. Tammy is hysterical. Jackie took her shoes off. She dead ass removed her shoes because she was gonna fight these bitches today. I could not deal, you guys. This, even though I found it hilarious, I was still so very embarrassed, but the embarrassment level just kept creeping up on the Richter scale, child. Like, it really was just going up and up and up, and it got worse as this ponderosa went on. So Jackie starts crying about the meeting that they had, and she's talking about doomsday and talking about going to jail and all kinds, and I'm just like, yo, what? Like, I really had like a moment, and I just had to pause it and be like, yo, is this woman being for real, or is she putting on her acting shoes right now? Because there is no way that she could be for real life. Like, none of it made sense. So Evelyn chimes in now, and she basically tells Jackie that her mind is her own worst enemy because she's overthinking things, overanalyzing things, and making shit up that doesn't make sense. And so Evelyn asked Jackie if she ever told her, so if Jackie ever told Evelyn that her and Tammy had a conversation before the DM thing. And Jackie starts lying through her damn teeth. But of course, VH1 wasn't about to have that. VH1 was ready to put that ass on blast. They played the clip back as they did for Tammy every single episode that she lies. And they basically showed the clip. We already knew that they had a conversation before the DMs because that's how the DMs came about in the first place. Jackie's denying that her and Tammy ever had a conversation before the DM thing. And so Evelyn's like, am I a liar? Like, am I lying right now? And so Evelyn's shocked that Jackie's literally lying to her face because she knows that she told her this. And so now Evelyn just has this shocked look on her face because Jackie is out here saying, Tammy is my friend. There would never be any reason for me to come to you and tell you anything that me and Tammy have spoke about because I don't even know you like that and blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, but Jackie, you did. Like, I was personally shocked. I saw what she was trying to do. She was trying to save face because I guess she thought Tammy would believe her. But Tammy also knew that she did have a conversation with Jackie beforehand. Therefore, she knew Jackie was lying because how would Evelyn know that her and Tammy had a conversation before if Jackie never told her? Jackie never told Evelyn. This shit sounds confusing as hell. You guys are probably like lost in the sauce right now, but I'm sorry. So Evelyn turns to Tammy and asks if she's the crazy one here. She's like, am I the crazy one here? Like, am I making shit up, pulling shit out my ass? Like, what the hell is going on? And so Shawnee is starting to get irritated because Shawnee worked extremely hard to get Tammy and Evelyn on the same page, and Jackie is reversing it by lying and making the drama come back up again. Like, this ponderosa thing was a bad idea. I could have told them that, but you know, it is what it is. At this point, VH1 is not playing any games. Like, anytime somebody lies, they are pulling the receipts on that ass. Like, they're not playing any games this season with these women. If you said something big, it's gonna be here in black and white, literally. So Tammy, once again, tries to say she didn't come to Jackie out of the blue and be like, well, hey, this is what Evelyn's up to, blah, 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 blah. This must be the damn 60th time we're hearing Tammy tell this lie. And it's a lie because she was the one that told Jackie that Evelyn supposedly, allegedly called her a despicable mother. And because she was trying to say that she was basically innocent in that respect, VH1 pulled the clip and proved her to be a liar yet again. And so I'm just like, why can nobody be straight with Evelyn? Like, I don't get it. I don't understand why everybody is just out here lying through their teeth. Everybody's teeth gonna fall out because of all these lies. Like, Jackie's on 10 now, and she is getting aggressive, and Tammy calls her out for it. She's like, you're being aggressive. You're getting really aggressive. And Tammy said, and Jackie's like, no, I'm not. I'm passionate, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, girl, same. I can relate. I can relate, bitch. But because she came in there talking about let's just fight, of course somebody's gonna say that she's being aggressive. Tammy's just not having it at all, and she's probably minutes away from snatching whatever's left of Jackie's edges off her forehead. At this point, Jackie pulls a muzzle out of her purse. A muzzle, a sex muzzle, okay, out of her purse, and she puts it on and says she's not gonna say anything else. This is when I got embarrassed again. This is what I mean. On the Richter scale, okay, and I know that's not used to measure embarrassment, but today it is. My embarrassment level was going up and up and up, okay? Because why are you pulling out a muzzle in a restaurant? Why was that in your purse? Like, why did you come with props today? Like, why are you, who thinks like that? I can't deal with Jackie, you guys. I really can't deal with her. I honestly have to say prayers at night because these women have to deal with her in LA. I ain't in LA, chat. I'm here in Canada watching this crap on my TV, and I'm just like, is this for real? Is it? So once she puts this muzzle on, she starts yelling across the restaurant to the waiter. You do not do that. You just don't do that. I don't care where you are. I don't care who you are. You do not yell across a restaurant to the staff to get attention. That is so classless, tasteless, tacky, disgusting, despicable. Like, seriously. So everybody is looking at her like she's a nut job. Rightfully so, because she is one. And she just starts shutting down. She's just like, I don't know, she was just having a mental breakdown and she just got really quiet. So Tammy finally gets a moment to speak and she explains her frustration towards Jackie. She explains why she's frustrated with Jackie. And Jackie says to her, well, I understand that, but that was never the case. She said that she feels that she should have been invited to the book signing regardless of what they're going through because they're supposed to be friends, blah, blah, blah. And she should have been there to cheer her on. And Tammy says, you weren't cheering me on though. You showed up in a, a red coat that I've never seen before. I was dying. She said, you showed up in a red coat that I've never seen you wear before with a bodyguard and doing extra shit. So you were not there to cheer me on. I don't know what you were there for, but blah, blah, blah. So Jackie says that Doug told her to bring the bottle to Tammy, tell her we love her, blah, blah, blah. So then Tammy cuts her off and she said, well, see, you should have led with that. And I was just like, Tammy, girl, bye. No matter what she said in that moment, you were not feeling Jackie. So even if she did say, Doug told me to stop by and say, blah, 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 she still would have had an attitude with Jackie. She would have just been like, well, tell Doug I said thank you. And she would have asked Jackie to leave the damn book signing. But that's not how it played out. So we're never going to know how it would have actually played out. But the way Tammy is, I personally feel as though she would have still had an attitude with Jackie no matter what she said that day. Tammy tells Jackie she's not loyal. This scene was just tiring, y'all. Jackie apologizes to everyone and everyone is good. So Evelyn takes the muzzle. When she was taking the muzzle, I said no, because Doug and Jackie be in some weird shit, okay? So don't be taking Jackie's little sex muzzle from her. She takes the muzzle and she tries it on. She tries it on. Jackie says, oh my god. Jackie gets all excited that Evelyn put the muzzle on. I was disturbed. And she's trying to take a picture of Evelyn in the muzzle. And so when Jackie whipped out her phone and said she has to tell Doug or show Doug Evelyn in the muzzle, I said no, baby, because now they are going to fantasize about Evelyn in the muzzle like they were fantasizing about Malaysia a couple seasons ago. And I'm like, who in their right mind has fantasies about their friends in their bedroom? Like, ew, ew. So I was just like, no, Evelyn, you should never put that thing on, baby, because now they're gonna be at home playing with themselves and pleasuring themselves to your image in this damn muzzle. So then Tammy whispers to Evelyn and she says, somebody's has been in that. And Evelyn freaks out. It was so funny. She told us somebody's wee-wee have been in that thing, child. Oh my gosh, it was so funny. So Evelyn takes the muzzle off immediately because Tammy just told her Doug's pee-pee has probably been in the damn muzzle. Jackie actually corrects her and says, no, you use that muzzle for when your man is porking you in your booty hole, which is disgusting. So no, just no. Like, ew. I don't even want to know how Doug and Jackie get down. Like, I think Jackie is just desperate to do anything for her man. so that he'll stay, chat. So she's up for anything and everything, chat. The day my man comes to me and says he wants to do something to my booty hole, chat, he is going to go have to find a man, because I am not here for it at all. Like, no. But yeah, by the end of the scene, I was damn disturbed. I said, VH1, y'all gotta stop this. This is disgusting. So in the next scene, Jackie, Tammy, and Evelyn meet up to do cool sculpting, I believe. Or cool laser, yeah, cool laser sculpting. And Ev is just sitting there doing her blueberry thing, because Evelyn's body is already shapopping. Plus she's doing in vitro to get pregnant, so she ain't trying to lose weight or her tummy. She's just out here in these streets. Johnny and Tammy aren't trying to have any more kids, so it's okay if they go and do their little surgery thing. So Tammy says Jackie texted her and was apologizing and saying, you know, I love you, you're my sister, blah blah blah. And so Shawnee tells them that Jackie was really mad when they showed up to the Ponderosa together. She said for some reason Jackie doesn't want you two to be friends. So when she said that, I was just like, it's probably because Jackie feels as though now she will be left out again. But bitch, good, because you are just doing the most all the time. She needs to be by herself. So Tammy asks about the wine tasting thing, and they basically tell her she didn't miss a damn thing, which I can agree with 100%. Jackie was just drunk off her booty, and that was it. So once again, Evelyn actually brings up Kristen's biker shorts, because she said they just look like Spanx in the last episode, and so she wants to give Kristen a makeover. Then Evelyn gets up and she starts doing this 80s dance, child. I was on the floor. I'm not even an 80s baby, but I was on the damn floor, because I was just like, oh my gosh, like that is so freaking funny. Like I could not deal. I could not deal, you guys. Evelyn's dance was so funny. I need you guys. I wish I could insert the clip, but Viacom playing with me and my YouTube, so I can't put the clip in. But just know, Evelyn's dance was on point. It was so funny. I couldn't even control myself. I couldn't contain the laughter. Like, it was so funny. So yeah, Evelyn said that she wants to give Kristen a makeover, and she might tell her. And I was just like, I don't know if that's gonna go over. People don't like to be told that they need makeovers, especially not people that think that they're stylish, you know? So they're sitting in this room and they're waiting to get their cool sculpting done, but no doctor was coming. Whoops, I have a hiccup. So no doctor was coming in. And so they start looking around the room and on the two beds, and they're just like, this doesn't even look like a medical place. Like, this looks like massage beds with blankets on them. And that's exactly what it was. And so they start dying. All I could think about was that they were gonna get their damn organs stolen, but that wouldn't really make sense because they don't need to go to sleep to get the cool sculpting. So then Tammy basically says, Shawnee, this was your idea, and she's like, I found this place on Instagram. I said, oh my gosh, I am not about to go to no damn Instagram cool sculpting place. Like, stop this. You have to do a little bit of research. You can't just be like, oh yeah, I saw it on Instagram, so it's safe. Girl, hell no. Hell no. So, yeah, they had to get out there quick fast. Shawnee said, not today, Satan. And she was off this. Like, she left. She was peacing out. They basically canceled immediately, and Evelyn said that she'll pretend, or she'll say that she has diarrhea, so she has to go, and they have to take her home because they all came in the same car. That was going to be their excuse to leave the place without getting the treatment done. So in the next scene, Miss Malaysia meets up with Miss Brandy, and they start kikiing, of course, because Malaysia and Brandy are BFFs, even though Brandy is not loved on the show. Brandy tells Malaysia she looks really vibrant, and Malaysia's like, I know. And I'm like, babe, you are supposed to say thank you. But yeah, so Brandy goes to her, you fucking. And Malaysia's like, what? And I was dying, okay? Because I was just like, that's so funny. Like, yeah, if you're getting that good D, that good vitamin D, you will be radiant AF, child. Look at me. So Malaysia is stunned, but she does say that she is celibate right now because she just feels as though she doesn't need to be out here slanging that box. She needs to be getting to know people. You know, she doesn't need to be having intercourse with these people. I actually, watching this, the first thing I noticed about Brandy was that she had put on a little bit of weight, and you could see it in her face, you could see it in her body, and so I was just like, I feel like she might be depressed. That was the first thing I thought. And then she actually in confessional started talking about how she lost her grandmother to breast cancer. When she said that, I was just like, okay, yeah, she's definitely been going through life a little bit, and that's why she's gained a little bit of weight. No big deal, but you could definitely sense that there was something wrong there. But she asked Malaysia if she's seen any of the ladies, and Malaysia kind of just giggles that off, like, definitely not. She saw Jackie, but that was it. She basically starts spilling that tea to Brandy. And it was in this scene that I remembered why I'm like up and down with Brandy. She just seems so miserable. Like, she's just so miserable. Not like Key Marie miserable, but like just miserable chap. Once Malaysia starts telling her about the whole Evelyn and Tammy debacle, she interrupts her, and she's just basically trying to say that Evelyn and Tammy are both afraid of each other. And I'm just like, what? I don't know, she could be on something, but really, realistically, no, like, I don't know, like, she just seems like a hater, even if she doesn't like people. I don't know, there's just something about Brandy that just turns people off, and I'm one of them. Basically says that Evelyn and Tammy are faking the funk. They don't actually want to be friends. They're just doing it for whatever reason. I guess show purposes, but it is what it is. She just comes off bitter. Bitter is the word, not even miserable, bitter. So she brings up the whole Duffy situation. Malaysia doesn't really give a frig. Like, I don't know, Malaysia never really was friggin', she never really cared for Duffy to begin with, so she doesn't really have much to say on that subject. And so she then asks Brandy who she should tell that she's in town, and she basically says, you could just tell Jackie for now. So Shawnee, Evelyn, and Tammy meet up at a bar, and Evelyn once again is talking about her damn IVF treatment. Chat, I'm actually bored with the IVF thing. Like, I'm over it, but I'm happy for her because she said that this time when she went to get her retrieval, she actually got 27 eggs, whereas the first time she did a retrieval, she was only able to get 6 eggs. So she switched doctors, and so she actually suggested that Tammy go see her doctor because a lot of these people that cut them, I need the grass cutting to stop. Can y'all stop? I'm recording a video! Frig! I'm like talking over the damn grass cutter, like, get out of my backyard. So Evelyn reveals that she's actually putting together a little weekender Palm Spring trip, and she wants those girls to come. She hasn't fully decided on who she's inviting yet, but obviously Shawnee and Tammy are on the list. Jackie meets up with Malaysia, and Jackie brings Malaysia to this little shindig at the bar, but she doesn't tell anybody that she's bringing Malaysia. Good thing she didn't bring Brandy, child, because that would have been a whole, oh god, a whole shit show. But she did bring Malaysia, and they were actually all happy to see Malaysia because they hadn't seen her in a while, but they did say it was in Jackie's fashion to bring somebody that was not invited to the party. They're all happy to see Malaysia because she did not bring Brandy, by the way. Like, they don't care for Brandy at all. Brandy is not a fan fave. They are not fans of Brandy, child. They said, bye Brandy, see you never. So Evelyn is meeting Malaysia for the first time. It's all good. Like, this was just an introduction to Malaysia for everybody. Malaysia tells them that she's moving to Atlanta, and Jackie basically looks like a sad little puppy dog over here in the damn corner, and they're trying to figure out why. She says she just feels lonely because Malaysia gets her, and like, she just lets her be her, and she knows that she's a little crazy, and she just, you know, lets her do her thing, whereas the other girls treat Jackie like she's crazy, which is what they should do. And so she opens up and says that she's jealous of Shawnee and Tammy's relationship. and Shawnee and Evelyn's relationship because they've been friends for so long. Jackie was just saying that she doesn't feel like she fits in and blah blah blah. Like, girl, bye. Like, you are 90 years old. Like, why are you worried about fitting in? Like, I don't get why Jackie's mentality is so high school. This totally makes sense why she mistreated her daughter, because she doesn't even have the mental capacity to raise children properly. Like, ugh. So Jackie brings up the fact that Shawnee doesn't acknowledge her on Instagram, and I'm just like, okay, no, this is really childish, like really childish. So Shawnee whips out her phone and goes to Jackie's page and starts liking her post and shit. It was just like extra as hell. But realistically, because your timeline is not in chronological order anymore, I don't see my friends' post on my Instagram. I literally have to go create my own friends so that I can go like their posts in bulk, because I never see their stuff on my timeline. It is what it is. It's not that big a deal. Like, nobody cares. So at this point, the episode became very obviously scripted. So this girl walks into the restaurant or the bar, and she's with some guy, and they basically all start whispering about her. And it was just random behavior. So they start whispering about her, and they're like how she looks so familiar, and then they're basically saying like they know who that is. She's like a stylist or whatever on Instagram. They always see her post. And so Tammy calls the girl over, and I'm just like, what? What? Like, nobody's just gonna randomly call somebody over in a restaurant. That is not the damn waiter, okay? Not to mention, the girl got a confessional, which meant that she was written into the show. Like, oh, you guys. Her name is Sanaya. She is from Philadelphia, and she is a celebrity stylist. She said that she has been affiliated with a few big names in the league. I said, girl, it sounds like you just get around, like you're a jump off. So I don't know what that meant, but she definitely is not married to no basketball player, and she's definitely not a fiance, and she's definitely not even a girlfriend. So I don't know what she means she's been affiliated with a few big names in the league, unless she just means that she styled them. Okay? Whatever. Evelyn tells her that she has somebody that she wants her to style. And this is why I said it was scripted, because I'm like, oh, perfect. A stylist comes marching in when Evelyn's ready to give Christy a makeover. Like, come on now, buddy, we're not idiots. When she says this, Jackie asks her, oh, who do you want to, who are you trying to get styled or whatever? And she tells Jackie it's Kristen, and Jackie's like, oh, no, she's gonna be so mad, blah blah blah. And I'm just like, I can understand her being a little like confused by somebody saying that she needs a makeover, she wants to give her a stylist, but I wouldn't understand her being, you know, upset, especially if Evelyn goes to her one-on-one, not in front of everybody, but one-on-one, and says, hey, like, I noticed you wore Spanx outside the other day. I wanted to get you in contact with somebody that might be able to style you a little better. Like, I don't know, there's no easy way to tell somebody their style sucks. So Jackie basically tells Evelyn that's not a good idea, and Evelyn's like, why? Like, Evelyn's confused or whatever, and then the conversation switches to Sanaya's boobs because they're really big and they're real. Everybody just starts touching the lady's titties and violating her, but she's okay with it, so it is what it is. She actually says that she wants to reduce them. She wants a breast reduction. It's so hard to straighten your hair without a mirror in front of you. Like, I've been using the viewfinder the whole time. So in this final scene, Tammy meets up with Miss Malaysia, and as always, Malaysia came to slay baby. She is wearing a cute little outfit. Malaysia always dresses really cute. Like, I love her outfits. Even when she's dressed down, she look good, chat. And they basically just do a little bit of catching up. Malaysia tells Tammy that she's been detoxing and like getting rid of certain people out of her life, and immediately Tammy gets a little excited. And she's like, anybody I know? Hoping that Malaysia says that she no longer talks to Brandy. But Malaysia caught the drift, and she was just like, well, no, you know I love me some B. Never that, like, never will I get rid of Brandy. And I was like, you better stand for your friend, girl. You better. Like, what kind of person is Tammy? Really? You know they're best friends. They are not going to turn their backs on each other. Yeah, so Malaysia tells her, like, I live for Brandy, like, Brandy's bae. and Tammy tells her that she partially blames Brandy for what happened in Portugal. They talk it out a bit. Of course, Malaysia stuck up for Brandy. They talk it out. Tammy tells Malaysia that she loves Malaysia, but she can't stand Brandy. And that's always awkward when somebody tells you, like, people do it to me all the time, and I'm just like, oh my god, please stop. Like, I don't care. They'll tell you that they really like you, but they don't like your friend, and I'm just like, shut up. I don't give a fuck who you like. Like, that's y'all business, bitch. Depends on who it is, though, to be honest. Like, if it's like family, then yeah. But like, if it's just somebody that I'm not really close to telling me that they don't like my friend, I'm just like, okay, and what would you like me to do about that? Like, go take that up with my friend. Like, what are you saying to me right now? At this point, Malaysia tries to tell Tammy, like, she'll be bringing Brandy around. Tammy is just not having it, and she feels as though Malaysia needs to respect that. She's a grown-ass woman, and if she doesn't want to hang around Brandy, she is not going to be forced to, and she doesn't have to, because she's a grown-ass woman. And I actually agree with her. If I don't want to be around somebody, you're not going to try to force me to be around them. Like, you know what I mean? Respect that, or catch these hands. And that was basically it for the episode. So I'm just going to finish straightening my hair. You guys know I love you all, and I will definitely see you, oh god, tonight for Love and Hip Hop. Because we all know it's going to be messy. Messy, messy, messy. And by the way, my hair was most definitely blow dried. Was that last night or 2 nights ago? I think yesterday I blow dried my hair. Straightening my hair is definitely a waste of time. But I don't have any other way to make it fit under these wigs, so I have to straighten it. I need to learn how to properly braid. Like, I can braid my own hair a little bit, but it's just, it never ends up straight back. Like, it goes all over the place. It's ugly. I'm actually gonna go cut this. Like, it's so, my ends need a trim, like a serious trim. Like, I'm literally gonna have to cut off like 4 inches of hair right now. I don't want to. Which is just like pretty good, I guess.